Hi. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just start there. If you don't know me, my name is Alaina Swope. I am running to represent the people of Muskingum and Guernsey counties in Ohio's 97th House District. I am the Democratic nominee in this district for state representative. The election is on November 3rd. We're in a pandemic and campaigning is difficult for a lot of reasons. Basically, I feel like connecting with voters is a challenge right now. It's a huge challenge. And the whole reason why I'm running is because I want my district to feel like they have a representative in Columbus who knows them and who is fighting for them. I genuinely don't think that is something that my neighbors and my friends and family, that's not something that I have felt since I've lived here. Knowing that that's why I'm running, and also trying to overcome the challenge of not being able to connect with people is really difficult. So we've been thinking outside the box a lot and came up with this idea to start vlogging. I love vlogs. It's definitely something that's around my generation. If you don't know what vlogging is, it's video blogging. Vlogs relax me, but they also motivate me. I love watching them. I love the content. Knowing that I get that from a vlog, I have not been feeling very motivated for the past couple weeks. Burnout is a real thing. Just the time we're living in, it's really easy to become unmotivated. I have a packed week ahead of me, and everything I do, especially with this campaign, needs to be intentional. It needs to have thought behind it. I have to give everything I have to this. That is a difficult thing to maintain for almost a year of campaigning. Whether or not this is your cup of tea, I hope you can get some type of entertainment or maybe motivation from it, because that's what I get from vlogs. But also, this process is going to help me as well. It'll be an interesting creative outlet for me. Since I started campaigning, I've produced a lot of my own videos. I enjoy doing it. So this will be a good way for me to flex that creative muscle that it's not always easy to flex when you're campaigning. It'll also give me the motivation and direction that I've been lacking, because it's going to force me to sit and plan everything. And I think that will be helpful. So it is Sunday night. We are making our way through the month of May, which is terrifying. I am going to spend the next couple hours just doing some prep work for tomorrow. We will see how this turns out. I'm honestly looking forward to it. So again, I hope, however you're watching this, you get something from it too. I also design all of our graphics, and it's frustrating sometimes. I'm not a designer. Too much text. So this is what I was working on designing. This is the social share for my Act Blue page. It is a little text heavy for an Act Blue logo, but it's still clean. I like it. I just wanted to clarify, I don't have my name just like on my wall for no reason. This is a required part of a backdrop for the companies I teach English for, so I just thought that was an important clarification to make. It is Monday morning, about 6:30. I have just one class to teach this morning, and then phone calls, and I go into Starbucks at noon, and I'll be there most of the day. I thought I would go through my schedule while I get ready. I work 2 jobs. I have worked for Starbucks for over 6 years. I am a shift supervisor there. I love that job. In addition to that, I teach English online, EF, which is Education First, and VIPK, doing both of those in tandem. This is a pretty booked, pretty typical Monday for me. Some of you might be interested to talk about skincare, which I'm very interested in. I'm not gonna give any skincare advice because I'm not a dermatologist. I'm just gonna tell you what I do. My morning skincare routine, I start with witch hazel, which I have in this little decanter. I do an antioxidant. I'm kind of new to using an antioxidant, but as far as I know, they help with skin brightness and protecting the skin barrier. And then
Vitamin C, I think one of the most important ingredients in your skincare routine. Vitamin C helps with skin brightness. I just ran out. It's okay, I have more coming in the mail. My holy grail, honestly, is rosehip seed oil. It's moisturizing. It's supposed to help with skin discoloration, and I have really blotchy red skin. I don't know if one particular product has helped that more than others, but I think all the products that I used to have healthy skin, they've definitely helped my skin tone become a lot more even. I am feeling like wearing makeup today. Any makeup I wear is usually quite light. This is just the Perfecting Skin Tint from Glossier. It doesn't give a ton of coverage, but I use it with the concealer that goes on, feeling almost like a serum. This is the Stretch Concealer from Glossier. These two products are a little bit oily, which I like because I have dry skin. I like the dewy look. Most of my breakouts tend to happen on my chin. And kind of blend it down into your neck. I put on just a little bit of bronzer just to give my face some color. Highlight. This is a jelly highlighter from e.l.f. It's a really interesting product. I like everything I use to be some form of liquid, just to keep that dewy look. The phone calls that I'm making this morning, in addition to running for state representative, I'm also running for chairwoman of the Democratic Party in Muskingum County. The Democratic Party has just not been very present in the community here, and I have some ideas to change that, and I think it's also imperative that we change that. The party in this county is kind of falling apart, and not very many young people are involved, so I mean there are several opportunities to increase members, recruit members. We also need to be recruiting candidates year-round because that's just not happening, and that's part of the responsibility of the county party. I just like a very simple eye. This is the OG Cult Classic mascara. Couldn't ask for a better mascara. Those phone calls I need to make this morning are, thankfully I already have supporters who have been vying for me and collecting votes for me, because not a lot of people can vote in this specific election, only Central Committee members. So now it's my turn to call them and speak to them personally when I win. What that will look like is I will be connected to the Ohio Democratic Party. I'll be able to plan things in my district. I've been assured that I can do both. When I win, I'll be this district state representative and then the chairwoman of the Muskingum County Democratic Party. I am super excited at the prospect of Muskingum County having a young female progressive running their Democratic Party. That is exciting. I just brush out my eyebrows with a little brush. And that is that. It is humid today. I don't have AC in my apartment. The past couple days have really been the first truly humid days. It was a little bit uncomfortable last night. I'll probably just end up putting my hair up. I probably have time to make coffee, and then I will start prepping for class. And then I will eat breakfast and start making those phone calls. I'm definitely not used to videoing myself just like doing tasks. When I was listening to music, I like bounce a lot and it looks so weird on video. It's honestly, it just makes me laugh. I cut out a good bit of that. This is what I've got for a sticker. I think I like it. I think I like it. I want to put a date on there, like Swope 2020 or something like that, but I think it's more important to communicate very clearly what you're running for. And then advice that I've gotten is to try to keep dates off whatever you can. You know, it's some things you have to have a date on. But if I were to run again, like for re-election, I might use these stickers again where the date is less relevant. Okay, so I changed it a lot. I like this a lot, actually. And there's our little disclaimer, and then the little union bug that the printing company will put on will go right there. And hopefully we'll have these in our hands by the end of the week. I've spent a lot more time designing those stickers and designing a couple other things. I need to make those phone calls. Like right now, I think I am putting it off because they're gonna be difficult conversations to have. I'm asking for their support, but I'm also making my case. And they might not vote for me. So it's just kind of anxiety inducing, but I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. Good morning. It is Tuesday around 8 a.m. I just got done teaching a few classes and I am going to spend some time trying to figure out how to fix this mess. It's the trouble with having bangs. You just wake up and they can look like this. So I am about to run a couple errands, send some letters out, send in a roll of film that I just finished. I really miss gas prices being so low. It was fun while it lasted. No more. It's super rainy today and it will be all day, so I just kind of had to accept that this is just how my hair is going to look today, and it's fine. I like it. It's a look that I am committed to. It's funny what has changed just in this year. Like in January of 2020, I would have been psyched that gas was under $2, and now I'm whining about it. But such is life. Today has turned out to be a lot of just being on the phone. This morning I've been on the phone mostly with people who will help the campaign and help me reach more people. But day to day, finding the balance of reaching voters and like actually talking to voters. Because I think everything I'm doing right now will help me reach more voters. But it feels sometimes like I'm spending a lot of time talking to people who are not a voter in this district, and I need to make sure I'm making up for that time by calling voters myself. In a couple of minutes, I'll jump on another call with a new volunteer that we're going to start training, which is exciting. So again, she'll be calling more voters and she'll be reaching out, and then I'll have about an hour before I have to go into Starbucks today. So I'm going to spend that hour phone banking for myself and hopefully chatting with some voters, because that is why I'm doing this. I was able to reach more Central Committee members, so I don't know what'll happen on Thursday with that election. We'll see. Then I spoke with someone who's working with Our Revolution, which is just so exciting because Our Revolution has been the first kind of organization to tell us that this district is winnable. When I was on that call last week and they said that, I just like started crying right there, because I've talked to my team about this. We all know that this is a winnable race, that we're not just doing it for no reason. We're not just doing it to send a message. We are running to win because we believe that we will win. But it's tough to not get in your own head. They were the first ones to tell us we were winnable. That means a lot. So they've been incredibly helpful just in the couple weeks that, that they've known about my campaign. I spent more time having wonderful conversations with a couple people today. I didn't get to film the video I wanted. I found out yesterday that I got endorsed by Run for Something, which is crazy exciting.
I mean, every endorsement is just like, I don't even know what the equivalent of that is. You're being endorsed by an organization of people. It's a really cool thing. It's something each one I'm so grateful for and I'm proud of. And Run for Something is such a well-run organization. Amanda Littman has been one of my favorite voices since 2016. She's just very smart. She has the right intentions, and I really admire and respect her. I have to film a video kind of talking about myself and Run for Something. It'll be more formal than this. I'll just have to do it when I get off work tonight. It is Wednesday, almost noon. Pretty average morning, taught a few classes, and then I uploaded everything I need to complete my Run for Something endorsement. So I filmed a little video and updated a bio. And now I'm going to write an email to send out to my whole email list. The emails kind of vary week to week. I'm trying to get back in the habit of sending one per week, but sometimes I feel like I don't have much to update on, and I think, again, a lot of this is just about balance, and I don't want to burden people with senseless information. I'm not going to send them an email about nothing. I think that's like a major offense that a lot of candidates do, but also they need to stay updated, and I have done quite a lot this week. I can update them on the Run for Something endorsement. I designed a new logo, and again, it'll be another call for volunteers, and I need to check the website's data because I've been doing several calls for volunteers, so I need to update any new names to put on our email list and reach out for volunteers. And then I need to communicate with Kim, who's my volunteer coordinator, on a couple new volunteers that she needs to schedule a training call with. So again, more people can make more calls to voters. So I will check in with you later.
I am so excited about this endorsement from Run for Something. Almost, that was closer. I am headed into Starbucks for the night. It's been an interesting couple of nights working there because I'm scheduled off the floor to do like cleaning, and today I'm setting up a new promotion that goes out tomorrow morning. It's been a break kind of the past couple days. It's an emotionally and physically exhausting job. I say I'm a working class candidate, and I'm proud to be a working class candidate. That's 100% true. I'm in the trenches with other service industry workers. When I first got into this campaign, I was given some advice from someone, and they said, you know, maybe I should downplay working for Starbucks. I think they were implying it's not like an honorable profession. I said, hell no, I'm gonna talk about working for Starbucks, because you wanna talk about what it's like to be on your feet all day. I get in 10 to 15,000 steps in an 8-hour shift. You wanna tell me about people trying to make me feel like shit constantly, having to think on my feet, creative problem solve, and manage people's crises quickly, deal with an incredibly stressful environment. That has been my past 6 years at this company. That's what the job is. It is a hard job. So I'm not gonna let anyone tell me that it's not something I should talk about, because being a barista prepares you well for running a campaign. I'm used to being put on the spot, being yelled at, people disagreeing with me. I am so used to that. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. And right now, it's nice because we're getting paid an extra $3 an hour, but that is set to stop by June 1st because that's just like a COVID added pay. And it's disappointing because our labor is worth so much more than what we're paid, and a lot of managers are in favor of keeping that extra pay permanently.
it's insulting to take that away from us. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I finished up at Starbucks and had a conference call, got to chat with the Muskingum County Dems, showered, ate dinner. It's about 10:30, I think. I'm going to hopefully rest up because tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's the election for chair of the Muskingum County Democratic Party, and it has been more of a challenge than it should be to get a hold of a couple central committee members who I've met several times and would like to think I have some type of relationship with them. They are 2 votes that I was counting on out of 12, so that kind of makes a big difference. So tomorrow, I'm going to show up at their door. I will keep a safe distance and wear a mask, but I need to talk to them because I need their votes. I won't win without them. I'm going to bed disappointed. These are elected officials. Change starts from the bottom up, and change could start with them. But whatever happens, obviously I'm not going anywhere. You know, the work is still there, the fight continues. I talked about my morning skincare routine, so I thought I would just kind of go through my evening routine. Also, a disclaimer, I use The Ordinary for probably like 80% of my skincare. It's a very affordable brand. You don't have to spend a lot of money on a good skincare brand. I definitely don't have a lot of money to spend on really expensive skincare. That's why I've been using this brand for a few years now. It's reliable. They explain different ingredients really well. It's very scientific. I just wanted to put that out there. You definitely don't have to spend a lot of money to have good skin. So on days that I wear makeup, I will double cleanse. I start with this balm cleanser. It starts as almost like a serum, but you rub it in your fingers really well to make it into an oil, and you rub it all over your face. That kind of melts away a lot of the makeup, but it doesn't get all of it. So then this, I know I said that rosehip seed oil was my holy grail, but really what I see, the most noticeable difference out of any skincare product I use is this cleanser, and it has been for years and years and years. These little pink dots in here are not micro beads. I want to make that very clear. They're just little pieces of soap that kind of help exfoliate. But my skin looks so much brighter after I use this cleanser. I've tried other cleansers. They don't do what this one does. So these two in conjunction takes all the makeup off, cleans your face. Then at night, I'll use some glycolic acid as a toner. Acid will help with natural exfoliation, which in turn helps with a lot of things. Skin brightness is really kind of my thing. I want my skin to look bright. I don't want it to be dull. Then more rosehip seed oil, and then I'll use a cream moisturizer. This is a pretty reliable moisturizer. And then HA is hyaluronic acid, which helps with skin hydration. Then I will go at my skin with this facial stone. It's just a way to massage your face. I like to do it at night. It's relaxing, but it's also supposed to shape your face. I don't know if it does, but it feels nice and it's cool to the skin. So yeah, I am off to bed. Hopefully I sleep well. I'm quite anxious about tomorrow and anxious that I'm gonna piss some people off by just showing up at their house. But I'm trying to win an election here, and that's what you have to do. Old school canvassing. So we'll see. I'm pretty excited though, either way.
It is Thursday afternoon. Today is the big day. I went to bed feeling pretty nervous, but I actually feel good today. I was able to get a hold of the 3 central committee members whose houses I was just planning on showing up at, and was able to talk to each of them. We'll see what happens tonight. Honestly, I'm feeling good. So what I'm working on now is a press release to send out. I'm gonna send one out no matter what. So I'm writing one if I win. I'm writing one if I lose. Both are generally going to be hitting the same things, that this county needs better leadership. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere. No matter what happens, I will push this party, but it'll be a lot easier if we have a county chair who doesn't bottleneck new ideas or new strategy. So I'll be working on that. Kind of simultaneously, I'll also be working on my stump speech that I'll give tonight. I could do probably no prep work for that and still perform the same, but I want to make sure I have Sometimes on these calls, especially for something like this, I might get a little nervous and lose my train of thought easier, so I want to have things written down just in case that happens. But yeah, I'm relaxing and enjoying this rainy day. I don't have to go into Starbucks today, so I kind of get to just enjoy writing, which is something that I do really enjoy, but never as much as when I don't have a deadline. But I actually have a deadline tonight, so it's nice. So I got my coffee in my reusable cup and pretending that I am at a coffee shop of some kind. I definitely miss going and getting work like this done in a coffee shop, but it is what it is. So check in later. So I called the chair, the current chair who I'm running against, said, you know, hey, you probably already know, but I just wanted you to hear from me that I am also running for chair tonight. I just didn't want you to be blindsided for any reason, so just wanted to tell you myself. Like, he wasn't saying anything. I was like, either way, I want to work with you to strengthen this party because I believe that we can do better. And he said, okay. And I said, okay, well, enjoy your day. Thank you for talking to me. And he hung up. Oh, I mean, I have to laugh.
Through a little bit of our services. So that is really the work we do to guarantee the right to equitable access.
It is Friday around 1. The election was last night. I lost by 1 vote. I won't really say much about that other than I stood up to power, and not everyone is always willing to do that. That's something I already knew, but it was an important lesson to kind of live through. You know, honestly, I don't really feel discouraged. It was a positive process overall. At first it was a tie, and then with a revote, someone who was trying to abstain from the vote had to vote, and that person went for my opponent. So I called him and congratulated him, and he joked about how it was a landslide, and it was a positive conversation. And I told him that I meant what I said earlier, that no matter what happens, I do look forward to working with you to improve this party, because I stand by what I said. And he said that he looks forward to having my help. So, you know, not going anywhere. The work still needs to be done. The party still needs to be pushed. I just finished the press release we're gonna send out about that whole process. I have been on calls all morning. One of them was a strategy meeting with our field organizer. His name is Kyle. He's a wonderful activist in this community. We are planning some demonstrations in the community that we will do safely, stay 6 feet apart, and wear masks. So we're just kind of starting to plan that, which is so exciting. And then I was on a partner call with Planned Parenthood. I'm in the process of seeking their endorsement. And also exciting, the stickers that I showed you I designed earlier came in the mail. I work with a female-owned, democratic, unionized printing company based out of Pennsylvania. They're, oh my God, this is so exciting. They're amazing, and they get things to me so quickly, very affordable. They're called the Blue Deal, and I love them. Oh, look at these. They're bigger than I thought they would be. I went with one of the smaller sizes. I mean, what a design. Honestly, guys, I am, I'm pretty proud of this. They've got the union bug. Super important to have that because I am very proud to be pro-union. Wow, God, that's exciting. I'm gonna make a Facebook ad. I'm gonna take a nice picture of me just holding up a sticker like this, probably in front of my brick wall over there. Boost it for younger people. So my ads, I've been targeting like 18 to 65 plus. So pretty much every single person. I'm gonna target younger people, like 18 to 35 probably, and get some engagement there because stickers are popular with that age group. And oh God, a lot of work to done. This is a very exciting day. I feel very energized. I will probably end the vlog here. This has served the purpose that I wanted it to for myself. I have enjoyed editing it. Kind of talking through what I'm doing helps with a little bit of the loneliness of running a campaign from my apartment. It's not easy.
So it's looking like I'll continue doing this. Next week will be probably just as packed. I think every single week, every second is going to be packed from now until November 3rd. I've enjoyed this process. I hope that you enjoyed watching this. I think it's an interesting way to show a different side of me, to kind of take you along with me for a week. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, do let me know, and it'll probably continue. I wish you all the best. I will check in with you soon. Good luck out there.